Student Mari Bailey is suing her ex-boyfriend, 20-year-old civil engineer Hassan Smith, for a series of unpaid loans. Hassan says Mari is exaggerating.
Order. All rise. Yeah, this is case number 467 on the calendar in the matter of Bailey versus Smith. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ma'am, have a seat, please.
Ms. Bailey, the defendant was a former boyfriend of yours. You claim a series of loans to him. He says whatever money that you gave him were gifts, correct?
Yes.
Who is this?
My girlfriend.
Why is she here?
Because she spoke to Maury after the incident happened, and she explained to her what happened.
I don't know what incident you're talking about. You'll tell me, I'm sure. Ms. Bailey, did you date him for a period of time?
Yes, I dated him for a period of about 8 months during my senior year of high school.
And how long ago was that?
That was everything ended around August of 2000.
And how old were you?
At the time we broke up, I was 18.
Where'd you get this money from?
I had an inheritance from an aunt. She had died when I was 13, and she had left me this money so I could go to college. And I decided to go to a Hunter college, so I had a little left over.
And you were able to take the money out yourself?
Yes. It was left to me, and when I turned 18, it was turned over to me.
Okay. The first loan was in August?
Yes.
For what?
It was $2,000 because he said he wanted a new car. His car had been crashed quite a few times and they couldn't fix it, or it was too much money to fix it, whatever, he wanted a new car. And so I lent it to him, and I explicitly said it's a loan and I will need this money back.
Did he say when he would pay you back?
He never really said anything. He just said, you get it by next year when I could get money back, whatever. You'll get it by next year.
Whatever is not a contract. Did she give you $2,000?
No.
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 Show me proof that you gave him $2,000.
I have bank receipts from that month. There was actually a lot of transactions. What he would do is he would call me, and he would wake me up in the morning and take me to the ATM before the banks could open, so I would have to go to the ATM. Because the ATM could only take out $800 at a time, I would have to go to 3 different ATMs on a day. And because there was only a certain amount of money that I could take out on a certain day, I had to go to 2 days. So my bank receipts reflect that.
Does that sound more familiar, Mr. Smith?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't. So you never got this money.
I got a portion of the money, which
how much?
$700 my car cost. My
how
car
much?
Actually cost $750, which I did receive from Maury, and which I told her I was gonna pay her back, which I did not pay her back at the time.
Why?
But, we broke up before she got it, and I wasn't, able to get in contact with all things. I work. I'm engineering and training, so I could not have waking up in the morning and going to see her because I have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I got to work at 3:30, and she was.
Excuse me.
I don't care about your work. You borrowed this money from her.
Not $2,000 though.
No, $750.
Yes, yes.
Okay, $750.
I do say I do owe that. I do owe that money. But
excuse me,
Judge.
There was also about $1,400. He couldn't afford his insurance, so I paid 2 months of his insurance.
Let me take care of this.
Okay.
Okay. But in your answer, sir, you don't say that you owe her the money. And in your answer, you say, I needed a car, and she offered to help me buy a car.
Yes.
She offered to give me the money.
She offered, but I owe that money because she gave me that money.
Oh, well, you didn't say that here. You didn't agree that you owed her that
Sorry
money. All right, $750. What else?
There was also his insurance was about $711 a month on 2 months. One was September of 2000, and the other one was October of 2000. He could not afford to pay his insurance, so I paid 2 months of insurance, and the total came out to about $1,400. Each check was $711.79, and I have the checks here.
Which were not cash because I did not have any checks to cash. I didn't have a bank account to cash. You cannot cash a personal check at a check cashing. You must cash
excuse
a
me, but
personal
it was
check
written
in
out
a
to
bank.
the place, so
But I did not
that's
use
why
a check.
what happened is they did an electronic check or something. I handed him the original check that I wrote out, and that's the check that was sent to my bank. So the check was cashed, and he got it.
My insurance was canceled October of 2000. So I'm not understanding how she says that I have paid money for my insurance to be written out and paid for by the insurance company.
Did you ever have a conversation with her about your car insurance?
Yes.
Of course you did. Because if you say your car insurance was canceled, then you must have had a discussion with her. She was your girlfriend about, I don't have money for car insurance.
Oh, no,
I have 2 checks made payable for $711.79. They're bank checks.
Yes.
What was that for, sir?
That wasn't to me. At the time when she wrote out...
Just a second. That went to you.
Yes, but I did not cash it. When she wrote out to me, she was still there. I told her I couldn't cash the check. I didn't want the check.
You
she
can't
took it
cash
back
the
to her.
check.
I couldn't. So I gave it back to her, and then it was open. I couldn't cash the check because I didn't have a bank at the time. I could not have no way of passing a check. And it was to my insurance company.
It was paid.
But they even know they would have mailed me a copy of the check.
It was paid. Both of these checks.
I paid. My insurance company was canceled, and I had another insurance company with my mother's name.
These were paid, sir. Capital payment plan.
Okay. Yes.
What else?
I have a tape here. He knew it was a loan. He always knew it was a loan every time. When I gave him those checks, I said, when am I getting back my money? Every time we had a conversation, it would be about am I getting back my money?
What I want to know is what the girlfriend is doing here.
The girlfriend, what happened is, he found out I was suing him. He calls me. I told him, I will see you in court. I will not talk about this over the phone. And his girlfriend calls me. And that's what happened.
Stand up here. What did you call her for?
I called her to speak to her about what. I just wanted to know why she was suing him.
For money.
Exactly. No, I wanted to know the reason why, like how it went about, like the situation.
What is in your business?
Because he's my boyfriend. That's the reason why I wanted to know.
Why?
I just wanted to know why she
debt
was
he
suing
had.
him. He told me he didn't owe her any money. That's why I
told me you didn't owe her any money to start with.
Exactly, and that's why I called her to find out. And she told me that she paid for his car. She told me the same exact thing, and she actually told me that after she broke up with him, that's when she gave him $700 to pay for his car. And she told me that she spent a lot of money on him. She bought him a lot of gifts and all of this.
Gifts is not what we're talking about.
Well, she said she spent a lot of money on him.
Sure she did. 18-year-old got her hands on some money, and that's the problem. But this money was for his car and his car insurance.
But $3,000 doesn't add up at all.
No,
So,
$2,150 is what it adds up to.
Well, actually, there's a lot more money. I did loan him the $2,000. He's saying it's $700 right now.
If next time you loan somebody money, Miss Bailey, and if you think there's going to be a dispute as to the amount, get a note. What else?
There's a taper. He was fully aware there was a loan. He called my machine.
Let me see.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Marie Bailey says ex-boyfriend Hassan Smith owes for several unpaid loans, and she has an audio tape to prove it.
Go ahead.
511:1:06 p.m. January 23rd.
Crazy, I don't know what you're doing, but for coming back this long for 3 years later and suing me for $3,000, I don't know what the hell to sue you for. I'm trying to sue you for that you put me through when I need to take your mother's house and me helping you. So you live it off of me. So therefore, I should kind of sue you. But we'll see about this in court because ain't no way you're going to win it. When I'm thinking that you got it, I mean, it says to me.
Wish I understood a word you were saying.
I was saying that she was suing me for $50,000 3 years later, which was way too weird because when she did call me and want the money, I told her I will give her the money, no problem. But it came so sudden for her to come to court and say I owe her $3,000. It hit me with such shock that saying $3,000 that I owe. It was shocked that $3,000 out of $700 from $3,000. It was pretty weird.
Insurance. You forgot about the insurance, Mr. Smith. You forgot about the insurance. You mean you were shocked that 3 years later she came to you and said, I want my money?
Yes, but she could have maybe signed a contract, and I would glad I signed a contract for the money I owe her, but she didn't.
Yeah,
And-
Judge, please. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Okay. Oh, and bank statements saying that she wrote checks out to me. If it wasn't my insurance company, I would like to have a receipt from my insurance company saying it was paid in full. You know, all they always mail.
How is she going to get that?
Because the check is running out from her address, so they mail a copy of what was paid, a receipt, and the mail with that. Always, I have a check account too. They always do that.
They mail it to the person who wrote the check rather than to the insured. It says your insurance is now paid. We want to let you know that
if the check wasn't mailed out to me, why would they mail back to me?
Because maybe she didn't trust you. And you told me you didn't have a checking account.
At the time.
So, well, I don't care what you have now. Now is not important, Mr. Smith. Do you think you're smarter than I am?
No, I'm not.
You're darn right. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,150. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
We had a baby together which died, and I broke up with her so suddenly, and she hated me for that.
I don't know why he's bringing up the past history. It was not brought up in the case. I don't know why he's trying to bring it up, trying to make you look bad or whatever, but it has nothing to do with it.
I don't hate her for it.
I don't want to have any contact with the defendant or anything, and I'm just so happy to have him out my life for good.
Things like this happen all the time with people who are mad because they got left by somebody who doesn't want them anymore.
I don't want him. I am happily engaged. I have a new life.
I guess money makes the world go around. That's one thing that can make you happy if you can't have that person that you want.
I don't even think about him except the money that he owed me.
Don't get in a relationship when it involves money.
If he wants to think that I still want him, let him. If that makes him sleep better at night, whatever.
27-year-old tutor Nafisa Habib is suing her ex-boyfriend's friend, 28-year-old bakery worker Anise Fields for smashing her windshield with a baseball bat.
Ms. Habib, both you and the defendant have a child.
Yes.
And that child was fathered by the same person.
Yes.
So that's how you know each other.
Yes, ma'am.
And I would assume that you don't like each other.
I have no problem with her.
Well, then you think she doesn't like you.
I guess, yes.
Because it's your claim that she smashed the windshield of your car.
Yes, ma'am.
When did this take place?
On January 12, 2001.
Where?
His uncle's house where he was staying there at the time.
This is the father?
Yes.
Of both children?
Yes, ma'am.
You have any other children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
4.
4 other ones?
4 children altogether.
Altogether. How old is your child?
My child is 3.
And yours?
He's 3. My child's 1 month older than her son.
Tell me how it happened that you happened to be in the same location.
January 12th, he called me and asked me to bring over my daughter. He doesn't see her a lot, so I brought her over.
To where he was staying?
Yes. While we were there, I was downstairs in like the lounge area in the basement, and he was upstairs. And I heard some banging on the door. I thought he had locked himself outside the house. So I called upstairs, Rude Boy, did you lock yourself outside?
What's his name?
Rude Boy. By that time, he came downstairs. He said, Anise is outside.
Anise,
Yes.
that's you.
Me, yeah. I said, are you gonna let her in? He said, no, she's upset, she's gonna wanna fight. I said, fight who? That's when she busted the basement window. She had a bat in her hand, and I saw her. Rude Boy ran upstairs, I stayed downstairs. They were outside, I heard her yelling, what do you think, I'm stupid? Is she in there? Is she in there? I heard him yelling. He said, I'm gonna call the police. He came in the house, apparently she left. He came downstairs, he didn't call the police. We started cleaning up the glass. At that time, I said, Rude Boy, let me drop you off at work. When I went to my car, opened my door, I saw the glass on my seat and saw she bust my windshield. I switched cars with my father and I went to her house. She invited me in, we talked for a while. The end result of the conversation was that Anise said she was gonna pay for my windshield when she got her school money because she didn't